Hello you guys and welcome to another vlog. It is Monday afternoon, it's 1:45. I'm still full of cold and I'm just making another concoction. I read through all your comments on the last vlog about the right way to do the apple cider vinegar thing, so I've just been having that with lots of water in the morning. I don't think it's making a difference, so now I'm just making myself a mug of ginger, lemon and manuka honey and hot water. More just because I feel like my throat's a bit sore, so maybe this will help. My attempts to get rid of this cold before I fly on Wednesday, for the most part, are failing me, if I'm honest, because it's not getting any better, and it's now Monday. I'm at home this afternoon and I've got a meeting at 4:30, and I'm going for dinner in Hackney, as one does. Well, regrettably, as one does when one lives in West London. One does not want to be going to Hackney, but alas, one is. So, yeah. I don't want to be complaining about a cold, but do you know which the best way that I can describe having a cold is similarly to how I feel about a windy day, where you feel constantly affected by something. Like, that's what wind makes me feel like I can't hear, you hairs everywhere. It's just constantly a disruption to you. That's what a cold is, but not enough of a disruption to say, I'm not going outdoors today because it's windy. You just have to get on with it. With a cold, you're like, I'm not doing anything today because I've got a cold. You've just got to get on with it. But you get on with it while feeling constantly disrupted. And I'm not happy, anyway. Let us take a pew. I read all your comments about the stabilising of this camera. I've changed the stabilising setting on it, so let me know if it feels any different. I'm also going to make a concerted effort to have a very strong arm and bicep to hold this still, so that hopefully that will make it better too. I'm just planning outfits for New York. Typically it's going to be absolutely incredible weather here in London for the weekend of time away, and it's going to rain in New York, so it's thrilling. Thrilled about that. But yeah, I'm just so excited to go, I can't tell you. So yeah, I'm just trying to organise stuff. I'm about to edit Wednesday's video. I'm on a good roll with videos at the moment. I'm on top of it. I'm on top of blog posts. I'm on top of content. And when I feel like this, I'm like, I could totally do a weekly newsletter. I've got time for that. And then other times I'm like, I've not got time for anything. But that is something I want to do, a weekly newsletter. But just watch this space, because it might be a bit ambitious at the moment. We shall see. But the podcast is live. That is one thing that I have done that is live. It's available on Entail. So it's available on all podcasting things, but Entail were who got in touch with us about doing it. So they put us up in a studio basically. And if you watch it on there, it's an app on your phone, and there's pictures that come up as you're listening, links to things that we're referring to, links to our blog and stuff. So as you're watching, you can click through onto different things, but it keeps playing. And there's that picture, so when we talk about boyfriends, there's like pictures of boyfriends and stuff. So I really recommend watching it on there. I'm not just saying that because we've recorded it with them, and I'm not sponsored or contracted to say that or anything, but I would really recommend listening to it on there. But equally, if you just want to listen to it with your headphones and are not looking at the screen, then it's the same as all of the other ones. But yeah, it's on Spotify, Apple, wherever you normally listen to podcasts. So episode 1 is about long-term relationships, and yeah, I'm so pleased with it. So please go listen to it. I'll leave a link for it in the description box, and I'll leave a link for it on all the different ones. But like I said, Entail is the one who have helped us make this happen basically. So huge thank you to them as well. And I really hope you guys enjoy it. Me and Lynn's loved recording it so much, and it brought up so many interesting things. Like, I know Lynn's inside out, we speak every single day. I've seen her this morning, I'll see her tomorrow, I see her nearly every single day. And I must vlog her more. She hasn't been, I think someone commented this in the last vlog, asking if we're still friends because they've not seen her in a while. I see Lynn's every single day. I think because I see her so often, I forget to then be like, oh, come in a vlog or let's do some content, because I'm with her so much, if that makes sense. But it was so interesting doing it because I know her inside out and know so much of her life. But when you sort of asking questions to each other like that, it feels like a normal conversation when you get going with it, but when it's someone you see every single day, you don't actually often sit and have conversations like that. Obviously, you just update each other about what's going on in your life at the moment, and there's times where we have deep, meaningful conversations about the things in our past life, but never in a constructed way that was led by other questions other people had asked us as well. So it was so interesting. I really enjoyed doing it. And yeah, the long-term relationships one, we both have had 6-year relationships that went in our 20s. So if it's something you relate to, if you're in a relationship like that, if you're just out of a relationship like that, if you're in a relationship like that and feeling unsure about it, if you're in a relationship like that and feeling incredibly loved up, then we kind of touch all those aspects and our experience of how we went through all those different feelings and what we've been through, and then into the relationships we're both in now. So yes, that was a ramble, but I'll leave a link for that. Okay guys, quickly showing you my outfit before I go out. I've got on my Supergas. I put an Instagram post up yesterday with these in saying if you can wash them, and loads of people replied with their experiences of washing them. So I'm going to give these a wash because they're absolutely gross. Like, they are so well loved. I think I've had them for about 3-4 years maybe, if not longer. So I'm going to try and wash them, but I'm going to wait till I'm back from New York because I want to take them to New York just on the off chance it ruins them. I'm the one with white socks from Uniqlo. I'm really into this look. It definitely will not be for everybody, but I'm actually going to nip to Uniqlo while I'm out now to get some more white socks. Oops, sorry, I got caught on the strap. Some shop redone, vintage Levi jeans. T-shirt is I think it's the ASOS one again, which is just top of the pile at the moment a lot. My Joseph cardigan, which was also in Testing Basics, so I did the cardigans one, and my trusty Totem linen jacket, and then my vintage Dior bag. Let me also come in here and show you where you might be able to see a bit better. We're a bit blue. Here is the full look. It's very baggy and I kind of look like a boy with the white socks, but I'm personally really into the white socks. But I do know they definitely will not be everyone's cup of tea. So I'm off for a meeting now. Oh, by the way, the lipstick that I've just put on is from Glossier. It's the cake one. The new formulas are a bit better, but I still find them quite dry. So yeah, I'm off to Selfridges now for a quick meeting, and then I'm going to nip to Uniqlo to get some more socks, and then I'm going to nip to Victoria's Secret because I need some more knickers, and they just do this certain type of knicker which isn't exciting but that I really like. Actually, I don't know where Victoria's Secret is in town. Is it on Regent Street? Oxford Street? I can't picture where it is. I need to look that up. But yes, off we go. I've also got my AirPods in because I'm ready for my music. Good morning guys, from your favourite snotty person. I'm going to sit in this chair while I talk to you this morning. Just spin the lamp. Just making myself some porridge. I'm still quite snotty and I fly tomorrow, so I haven't successfully, this is comfy, this chair, haven't successfully beaten the snot. But I've got a relatively quiet day today, so hopefully a bit of a restful day will beat the snot. We'll see. I just want the snot to be 50% better than it is today by tomorrow morning, which is quite ambitious. But you know, aim high, it's always worth it. I've got to go to Bash, the shop Bash this morning. I'm working with them on an exciting project, so I need to go pick up some clothes this morning there. And then I'm back here packing, working, waiting for parcels. Then Liz and I are going to go get our nails done this afternoon because I'm not going to see her for over a week. So we're going to go do that, and then I'm back here. I was meant to go for dinner and I've just cancelled it, which I hate doing. I hate cancelling stuff, but I really just think I need an evening in and to rest a bit more. The podcast went out yesterday and is currently number 2 on the Apple podcast charts, which is incredible. And I've had so many messages, I haven't been able to get through them all, but so many messages of you guys just saying how much you loved it. And I'm so excited about it all. I'm so happy you guys are loving it. I can't wait now for next Monday for the next one to come out. The next episode, when you're watching this, it'll be out tomorrow. It's going to be about breakups. I've just listened to the last one that we do, which is about sex, which is the finale. I've just listened to that. We just had the edit through. And it's so funny. I was laughing so much through it. So thank you so much. If you haven't downloaded it or listened already, I'm going to leave a link for it in the description box. But I never, when you do stuff like this, especially because we were talking about really personal things, and like I said to you guys yesterday, it was just like me sat opposite Lynn's having a chat and I was learning new things about her. you forget that actually then other people are going to listen to it too. And when it went out yesterday, I was like, oh, actually other people are listening to this. And then by the time I went to bed, it was number 2 in the charts. I was like, oh my God, so many people have listened to this, and so many people are going to listen to so many more of the stories we have to tell, some of which are questionable but funny stories coming up. But yeah, there's also one on grief, which I think lots of people might find helpful, I hope. It's quite an emotional one, but there's some heavy stuff that we talk about as well as the funny bits. But thank you so much, guys. I cannot believe it got to number 2. I never imagined that in a million years, and I felt quite overwhelmed by it all yesterday. Just as it was going up and up and up, and as the messages were coming through, I was like, the thing that overwhelms me often with this job is the fact that I get these opportunities, I'm able to make the most of them, but it's all for you, because of you guys, and because you guys are all here watching this now and listening, and then following me on Instagram, liking my pictures, reading my blog. All these opportunities come from the fact that you guys are there, engaging in that way, and I desperately want to make the most of all these opportunities in the sense of like working as hard as I can at everything, do my best at everything I do, but also doing varied things for you guys. And so the podcast was a new avenue of that. And then to see it do so well on the first day is a very overwhelming feeling in terms of how much you guys give back to me, which I'm always so incredibly grateful for, and will always just want to repay you in continually working hard, create good content, or the best content I can create at any given time. So yeah, huge thank you to you all for that as well, because I'm just so excited about it all. I'm going to have to go and get a tissue now, unfortunately, because, yes, of the snot, as the aforementioned snot, which I'm not going on about. I think that's the main thing, is that I've got a cold, but I'm not going on about it. I'm sure we can all agree. Hello, guys. Been to Bash, as you can see. I'm not going to show you the stuff in there just yet, because I'm going to wait until I'm shooting it all, which will be next month to show you. Also got some of these really nice earrings from Maria Black, which isn't a brand I've had earrings from before, but they're these hoops with help me, pearlescent detailing, not actual pearls. But I'm going to take these to New York. I thought they'd be really nice for evenings, and then with some smaller gold hoops behind them. I also bought myself some socks from Uniqlo, which is very exciting, as you can imagine, and that needs some bits for New York from Samso. I just got like a knit. You're going to see all these. The reason I'm not showing you this is because you're going to see it. I'm going to show all the outfits that I'm wearing in New York. But I got a knit, a really nice shirt and a skirt. I don't think I'm going to wear the skirt in New York, but yeah, Samso just opened up a concession in Selfridges. The thing I was here to talk to you about, and the segment of this video has been sponsored by Vestiaire Collective, is Vestiaire Collective. Now, I use Vestiaire to both buy and sell things. Interestingly, this bag, which I was just in the process of moving out of the way, is from Vestiaire. I bought this. Can you guys remember how long ago I bought this? A fair while ago, and I always get so many compliments on this bag, and I love it because I've never seen anyone else with it, and it was a vintage one. And I think I got it for about £500. Anyway, they have updated their commission rates and the way that works. So it's in turn meant that selling on there is better because you lose out on less because they take a commission from the sales. So that aspect is better, and also everything on the website has on average gone down by 10% in its cost. And yeah, I think it was kind of one of the only drawbacks, I'd say, to Vestiaire, that selling is more so than buying, because you still set the price when you sell, and then Vestiaire take the cut from that price that you set. But to say that this is also impacting the fact that everything's going to be a bit more cheaper, or 10% cheaper, is definitely a good thing. So they sent me a voucher. They gave me a £500 voucher so I could buy something to put into this content as well and show you guys what I bought. And I bought something that came in an old Celine dust bag, which I'm very excited about. And I do. Right, I'll show you this first. So I got this bag, which I think is like the perfect summer bag. Now, I think everyone knows, well, I think most of you are familiar with Vestiaire, but everything's authenticated with them. So you always know you're getting the real deal, and they also quality check stuff, so it's not like the seller can say it's in perfect condition, and then you get something and it's not. Vestiaire check it themselves, and then they will dispute any issues that they have with the condition with the seller. So this was classed as in very good condition, and I can confirm it's in very good condition. It's probably got a couple of dints in the leather here, but there's hardly any scratches on it, and I really love this. So it's this really light shade bag, which I think I'll probably wear on my shoulder just like this. It's also got a little pouch inside, which I think is going to be so handy. I've got a really bad habit of not ever carrying a purse. I just throw my bank cards inside my bag. So that's going to stop me from doing that, which is definitely good. And then it ties with just this tie here. That's probably the only drawback, is that the only fastening is this tie. So someone could dip their hand in it. But I also really like how it looks. Crossbody. Just feel like for summer sometimes, I've been into smaller bags for quite a while now, but sometimes in summer there's something nice about having a big one that could then double up as when you're out all day, like on a city break, or if you're even going to the beach or something. Not that I want to take this on the beach, I have to say. But yeah, I'm so chuffed with it, and as always it's just got the little Celine imprint here. I'm so pleased with it. And obviously I haven't bought this myself, I was given a voucher, and I am pretty sure I had a voucher when I bought that Dior bag, but I can't remember exactly. But especially for handbags, where the prices of them are just going up and up. The last designer handbag I bought was... Do any of you guys know the answer to this? Because I'm not sure. I don't think I've bought a designer handbag while I've lived in London. Have I? I think the last one that I bought was my Loewe Barcelona bag, which is when I was in Manchester. And obviously I get gifted them, but if I was to buy a bag, I really think I'd go to Vestiaire to look for it, just because of how expensive they are nowadays. It's pretty obscene. And Vestiaire have such good selection, and with this ongoing chat about sustainability, I think it's amazing that there's a website that also really taps into the high-end market of that, of being able to buy things that have been pre-loved, but often are still like new, which is so good too. Like this inside doesn't look like it's been used at all. I say this because I know the state that my handbags get inside once I've been using them, and it's pretty disgraceful. But I'm definitely going to take this to New York with me. I wonder... Oh, so the strap's only adjustable. Oh, no way. Oh, you can make it really short and have a double strap. Ooh. So you can also have it like this and then have it really short there. I think I prefer it longer. Oh, that is nice too. I just love the colour. I don't remember seeing this Celine bag first time around. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting quite absorbed by my Celine bag. But yes, like I said, it's been sponsored by Vestiaire, and it was initially and primarily to not watch me get absorbed by a Celine bag, but to share this new commission update, which I think is really good, and I'm excited about it because the Vestiaire is a website I use so much anyway. And yeah, definitely go have a browse on there, definitely go make the most of some of the discounted things. I could go, in fact not could, I will go and have a browse on the website and maybe link some of the pieces that I really like in the description box, because there's always a lot on there, so it can be a daunting task browsing. So maybe I'll do a bit of a curated list in the description box for you guys as well that you could go and have a look through. But if I'm honest, I think I've bagged the best piece. I'm absolutely chuffed to bits with that. Thank you so much, Vestiaire. My mum's going to like this, but she can get her thieving mitts away from it. Hello guys, I have made it to New York. I was going to finish off all vlogging when I was still in London, but I just ended up completely running out of time to vlog yesterday. So I thought I'd vlog these few hours I've got here before Ben gets here, and then have all the stuff once he's here in a separate vlog. His flight's coming in, let me see, in about an hour and a half-ish. So I'm just in the hotel room, staying at the Ludlow Hotel, which is where I stayed at last time I was here, which was well over a year ago now. And I have got like a 20% press discount on this, but I paid for the rest myself, and I fully recommend this hotel. I love it. I'm going to show you the room in a second. And it's a glorious day today. Unfortunately the weather isn't going to stay like this, and I'm becoming obsessed with the weather, like truly obsessed, because the weather in London this weekend, it's Easter weekend as well, is absolutely glorious. And there was a part of me that was like, don't want to go to New York because I want to be in the sunshine in London. And then I was like, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever thought. But I'm becoming obsessed with the weather, obsessed with checking the weather, obsessed with checking it on various things. Like, I don't just trust my Apple weather app, I also go on BBC weather, which tends to be more optimistic. So I do recommend BBC weather for some optimism. But thankfully there's some blue skies today, which is lovely. So I'm just going to I'm going to show you the room that I'm nipping out to the Frankie shop, because I thought I'd get that over with before Ben gets here, because I don't think he's going to want to come and watch me try on loads and loads of oversized vintage clothes. And that Ludlow is literally around the corner from the Frankie store, so I'm going to nip there before he gets here, and then we're going out for dinner tonight at a place called Contra. I'm going to do a really big blog post. We're catching up with lots of his friends over here, and lots of people have lots of different restaurant recommendations under their belts. So I'm going to write a big blog post of all the places that we go, and I'll also make sure they're in the vlog, because I'm thinking this is going to end up being quite an extensive list of places in New York that we end up visiting. So yes, let me show you the room and then we shall head out. Okay, this is one of their queen loft rooms. Last time I was here was in one of their junior suites, which is quite a lot bigger and has a bigger seating area, but I think this is a very good sized room still, for New York especially. This is the view, and then you've got a little seating area here, the bed and everything, a nice double wardrobe, a little console table, and then the piece de resistance in the Ludlow is the bathrooms, and you've probably seen these on Instagram. Lots of pictures with these mirrors with the lights in, and this mirror here, very Instagrammable. A shower here, then a full length mirror. I've just put on something comfy because I'm literally just nipping around the corner, so I've got on my Dear Francis flippy floppers, Levi jeans, Topshop t-shirt and Totem jacket just to run around the corner, and then I'm taking my new Celine bag, which I'm already quite obsessed with. So yeah, and I really need to do something to my hair. Look, I just look like such a state right now. But yeah, I really recommend this hotel to anyone staying in New York. It's lovely, 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 and downstairs is nice too. Okay guys, I'm back in the room. I'm hoping this is a good height. And like I said, I haven't got the flippy screen, so I'm just getting used to it. I bought a blazer from the Frankie shop. Now, it's a wool blazer, which I'm managing to justify for having bought this time of year, because I can well, it's still only April, so like May is kind of cold in London, and for evenings, and obviously for next year as well, this is a grey wool, amazing fitting blazer, and I just really like the fact it's just got one button here. I'm gonna show you in a different shot as well, so you can definitely see. So that when you do it up, it's like super fitted but still really nice and big on the shoulders. Let me move you down a thingy. My phone? I thought my phone was ringing. Maybe this is better, I'm not sure. But I'm so chuffed with it. The weather, like I said, the weather's iffy in New York as well, so I can wear it while I'm here. And it's not super heavy. It is wool, but it's not like a really thick one. So I am sort of justifying this as I speak, but I just absolutely loved it. I'm going to do a little mirror shot to make sure that I'm doing a decent job of actually showing you this. Here we go. This is it. It's so nice. I love the shoulders, but I also love the way it's like cinched in at the waist a little bit. And then again, no, this is not a one-handed job. Well, imagine it done up there like this. It just has a really good fit to it with the darts and things down here. So I'm really pleased with this. I tried on loads of trousers but resisted them all because I've got trousers and it's all kind of similar. But this is an outfit I'm really into. These flip-flops are just so good. So yes, this is me, and the only other shopping I'm allowing myself to do is that I need some things for a couple of weddings I've got coming up. So that's the only other stuff I'm allowed to look for. Everything else is on a strict ban now, and I need to be a sensible grown-up and not do this. So guys, I'm going to sign this vlog off here because Ben should have landed, or should be landing in any second. So I'm going to get all this footage imported so that we're ready to go with editing it for Sunday. I'm on top of things at the moment, which is really good. I'm trying to really keep it that way. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. I know it's kind of maybe been a short one. I actually can't even think what I've been doing in this vlog. But I'll know by the time I've edited it, of course. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Links for anything mentioned will be in the description box. Is there anything else? Oh, I was thinking about cutting my hair back short again, like to just above the collarbone length, but I can't decide. Do let me know what you think about that. I had the hair that length for years, especially when I was in Manchester. It was like really short at one point, like above my shoulders. And I'm thinking of cutting it off, but then I feel like that's for summer, that's not the best time to do it because it's nicer to have it longer in the summer so you can really get it in a good bun on the top of your head for when you're on holiday. But then I'm sort of like, I'm bored of this now. So that's my predicament, which as you can imagine is deeply, deeply stressful. And I'm not sure how I'm coping, in all honesty. But life goes on as we're learning. I'll see you in the next vlog.